She said she tried to call me 2 weeks ago. Nobody told me.
This is a foreign legion, Gautier. Not Club Med.
We're talking about my brother. He can be dead by now.
Not my problem.
I need to see my brother.
Don't have time for this scheisse.
Is there a problem, sir?
That was dirty wrong. There you. Hey, man, what is this, man? Shut up, man.
Hey, cuz. You wanna use our phone?
That's all right, blood. We'll go someplace else. Don't worry about it.
But you don't like my phone, cuz?
How much you want for your phone?
Let me do the talking, man.
Hey, shut up, nigga. How much you wanna pay? This is my hood, fucker, and I asked him.
But he ain't got no money, motherfucker. I got the goddamn money. Now I kick your ass. You ain't getting shit.
Motherfucker's gonna pay now.
Better than He's toying with it.
The film opens beneath a bridge, where a group of drug dealers is engaged in a tense transaction. Among them stands Francois Gautier, the buyer, who, after handing over his money, soon realizes he has been tricked. Angered and desperate, he confronts the dealer, which leads to a horrifying escalation. The dealer and his gang set him ablaze. As Francois fights for his life in the hospital, his wife Helene and their daughter Nicole struggle to contain their grief. A doctor approaches them with grim news, informing them that Francois does not have much time left and urging them to reach out to any family members he may have. In the midst of this chaos, Francois can be heard calling out for his brother, Lyon. The scene shifts to Djibouti, North Africa, where Lyon Gautier serves as a French Foreign Legionnaire. His routine is interrupted when an army vehicle arrives to deliver a letter. Upon reading its contents, Lyon is filled with urgency and confronts his commanding officer, demanding to know why he has been denied leave to visit his ailing brother.
She said she tried to call me 2 weeks ago. Nobody told me. Why?
The officer coldly instructs him to forget about his family, but Lyon refuses to comply. Defying the order leads to punishment.
You gave up your family when you joined the Legion.
We're talking about my brother. He can be dead by now.
I don't have time for this scheisse.
I need to see my brother.
I tell you, you need. And right now, I think you need 2 weeks hard labor, starting tomorrow.
Several officers are dispatched to escort him away. However, Lyon fights back fiercely.
Come on!
Overpowering them before stealing an army vehicle and making his escape from the camp. An attempt to chase him down fails as he speeds away into the harsh desert. After a grueling journey, Lyon reaches the docks and stows away on a ship bound for America. He works tirelessly in the boiler room, shoveling coal to ensure his place on board. Meanwhile, back in France, high-ranking officers of the French Foreign Legion learn of Lyon's desertion. They assign 2 officers, Sergeant Hardig and Mustafa, who are familiar with Lyon from their time in Africa, to locate him upon his arrival in America. Upon reaching New York, Lyon is disheartened to discover that he has not arrived in Los Angeles as he had hoped. Frustrated, he confronts and assaults the ship's mate who had promised him passage to his desired destination before leaping overboard and swimming ashore. In Los Angeles, Lyon attempts to reach out to his sister-in-law but finds himself short on funds. His attention is soon captured by a nearby street fight where spectators are eagerly placing bets on two combatants. After witnessing the first match conclude, Lyon decides to enter the ring himself in hopes of earning some quick money. Joshua, the organizer of the fight, humorously announces Lyon's name as Lion, the king of the jungle. After collecting his winnings, he tries once again to contact his sister-in-law but is met with disappointment. In his desperation to reach Los Angeles, he confides in Joshua, who introduces him to Russell and Cynthia, two figures who run an elite fighting and betting operation in New York. As bets are placed heavily against him in his next match, Lyon adopts the stage name Lionheart.
I'm Lionheart.
Come on. You know the rules, eh?
You're kind of pretty.
Cynthia is captivated by Lyon's prowess and offers him a permanent position within her organization. However, Lyon remains resolute. All he desires is to reach Los Angeles and reunite with his family. Joshua, ever the opportunist, urged Lyon to consider the potential benefits of joining him on a trip to Los Angeles. As Lyon strolled down the street, he turned to Joshua and expressed his urgent need for a phone to contact his sister-in-law, Helene. Their conversation was abruptly interrupted when a group of thugs emerged, intent on robbing them. What followed was a brutal confrontation that would test their resolve and courage.
That was still wrong. There, yeah. Hey, man, what is this, man?
Shut up, man. Hey, cuz. You wanna use our phone?
That's all right, blood. We'll go someplace else. Don't worry about it.
But you don't like my phone, cuz?
How much you want for your phone?
Let me do the talking, man.
Hey, shut up, nigga. How much you wanna pay? This is my hood, motherfucker, and I asked him.
But he ain't got no money, motherfucker. I got the goddamn money, and I'll kick your ass. You ain't getting shit.
Motherfucker's gonna pay now.
Better than Hey, man, you want to use the phone?
Come on, let's go.
Upon their arrival in the city, Lyon made his way to the hospital, only to be met with devastating news. Francois had passed away a week prior. Overwhelmed by grief, Lyon sought information about the men responsible for his brother's death. However, the doctor advised him to prioritize the well-being of his brother's family rather than pursue vengeance. As Lyon stepped outside the hospital, he attempted to send Joshua away, wanting to confront his family's troubles alone. Yet, Joshua was persistent and quickly caught up with him. Together, they made their way to Helene's address. In the stairwell of the building, Lyon encountered his niece, Nicole, playing with a ball. He greeted her warmly, but his heart sank as he overheard Helene being harassed by their landlord for overdue rent. When Helene spotted Lyon, her anger flared. She chastised him for abandoning Francois when he needed support the most. Lyon offered her some money, hoping to alleviate her burdens, but she rejected it vehemently. Heartbroken and feeling helpless, Lyon sought solace in alcohol alongside Joshua, who managed to find them a hotel room courtesy of Cynthia. The following morning, Lyon awoke to find himself undressed and alone with Cynthia in his room. She had grown fond of him and took him shopping for new clothes. As she flirted with him, she pressed him to participate in more fights, but Lyon remained resolute in his refusal. Meanwhile, Hartig and Mustafa had set up surveillance outside Helene's apartment, intent on tracking Lyon's movements. Observing Helene and Nicole as they navigated their difficult lives filled Lyon with sorrow. He was pained to see Helene struggling to keep her family afloat. Determined to help, he returned to Cynthia and informed her that he was finally ready to fight. However, he requested that she first establish a bank account for him and noted that he would be moving out of the hotel room. He was not accustomed to such a lifestyle. In the next scene, luxury cars rolled into a basement where an underground fight was set to take place. Lyon faced off against a Scottish fighter clad in a kilt. Initially overpowered and thrown against a car, Lyon soon found his footing and managed to defeat his opponent. Meanwhile, Joshua disguised himself as an insurance officer and visited Helene, revealing that Francois had secured an insurance policy for his family before his death. He informed her that she would receive monthly checks from the policy. As Lyon continued to face increasingly formidable opponents and earn substantial sums of money, he took a morning run that led him past Nicole's location. Hartig and Mustafa spotted him but lost track of him when they attempted to give chase. In another match, Lyon wrestled an opponent in a pool and emerged victorious again. Bringing in more money for Cynthia and Russell. However, Cynthia grew curious about Lyon's personal life and instructed Russell to follow him. During one of his runs while talking to Nicole, Mustafa and Hartig ambushed Lyon. He attempted to escape but was pursued and nearly arrested. Though he fought back fiercely, Russell noticed that something was amiss. Afterward, Lyon visited a clinic where the doctor informed him he had a broken rib. Nevertheless, he chose to keep his injury hidden. Later on, Joshua accompanied Lyon back to Helene's apartment to warn her of the imminent danger surrounding them if she did not leave with them immediately. Although disappointed that the insurance policy story had been fabricated, Helene ultimately decided to follow their advice for the sake of her family's safety. Elsewhere, Russell and Cynthia watched a film featuring a remarkable wrestler named Attila, captivated by his extraordinary skills in the ring. Hartig and Mustafa were also present at the event, and it was Cynthia who persuaded them to allow Lyon to face Attila in the upcoming fight. She assured them that afterward, the French consulate would take charge of him. Following this arrangement, Lyon and Joshua helped Helene settle into their home, with Lyon reassuring her that she could stay as long as she needed. As the day of the fight approached, Lyon, Joshua, and Cynthia made their way to the venue. Before the match, Cynthia re-watched a film featuring Attila and successfully convinced a group of investors to place their bets in favor of Lyon. Meanwhile, as Cynthia and Russell went to pick up Attila from the airport, Lyon took the opportunity to spend some quality time with Nicole and Helene. On the day of the fight, it became apparent that most of the elite spectators were betting on Attila. Concerned for Lyon's well-being, Joshua checked in on him and discovered that he had a broken rib. He urged Lyon to reconsider participating in the fight, but Lyon was resolute. He explained that he had wagered all his money on himself, believing this was the only way to secure a future for Helene and Nicole. As Joshua went to place his bet, he stumbled upon a troubling revelation. Cynthia might have betrayed Lyon by betting against him. The much-anticipated fight finally commenced, with Hartig and Mustafa in attendance. Lyon started strong, showcasing high energy and determination. However, as the match progressed, his injuries began to take their toll. Joshua continued to implore him to accept defeat, arguing that no amount of money was worth sacrificing his health. In a moment of clarity, Lyon glanced over at Cynthia and saw her satisfaction with the unfolding events. It dawned on him that she had deceived him. Fueled by this realization, he summoned every ounce of strength he had left and pressed on. The audience rallied behind him, cheering loudly as he stood firm against Attila's relentless blows and kicks.
It's gonna kill your ass, man! Don't you know that? That dude's gonna kill your ass! Don't you know that? We don't need the money, man. It's on him, man. The whole bet's on Attila. Wrong bet.
Let's go, come on.
While Cynthia and Russell appeared displeased by Lyon's resurgence, Joshua and the crowd were visibly impressed. Hartig and Mustafa also celebrated Lyon's tenacity. In a remarkable turn of events, Lyon managed to bring Attila down. Just as Lyon began to celebrate his hard-fought victory, Hartig and Mustafa moved in swiftly to arrest him. Cynthia, having suffered a painful loss, hurriedly attempted to leave the scene but was stopped by security personnel who instructed her to return and settle her bet. Lyon returned home briefly to bid farewell to Nicole and Helene while Hartig and Mustafa waited outside.
Nicole, you and your mommy will have to go without me, okay?
No, why? It's not fair! Not fair!
After saying his goodbyes, he drove off with the two officers. As they circled the block, the car eventually came to a halt. The officers instructed Lyon to exit the vehicle, having witnessed the depth of his love for his family and the lengths he was willing to go for them. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more recaps. Until next time, have a wonderful day.